The hardest thing you can do in life is start something new. And that's what I did last year. I started a new medication for my genetic disorder called PKU. It's a daily injection called Palynziq. And the purpose of me making this video isn't completely because of starting a new medication a year ago, but it's because of the person that I have been able to become as a result of that medication helping me better manage my Phe levels with my genetic disorder. And I think that I've been really hesitant to start some type of journal, documentation of my journey, because I am camera shy and it's daunting to write out paragraphs every day of my experiences, but I feel like they're worth sharing. I know there's a lot of people like me who are very apprehensive about taking medications, especially ones like Palynziq that do come with some potential risks and side effects. I gave up on Palynziq the first time because I had a difficult reaction. And now that I've made it a year and my levels have come close to normal range for the majority of my levels for quite some time now, I wish I would have done it sooner. I think I would have been further ahead in reaching my goals and making the paths that I wanted to set out work out in my favor. And I feel like I would have got over some fears and anxieties that I had a lot sooner. I would have had more clarity on what was meant for me and my family, and just the brain fog, the indecisiveness, the being anxious about certain things. It's really hard to explain to people what it's like to live with PKU. It's really hard to get friends and family to completely comprehend and empathize with you on what you're really struggling with on a daily basis. Not even the actual effects of PKU, but the mental overload you have from just deciding when and how to take your medications, your formula, your supplements, and how much protein to eat, how to measure it, how to manage it when you're still trying to live life, still trying to take care of your family and your home and your job and all the expectations that you have. And it's hard because you don't want people to pity you and feel bad for you and feel sorry for you. You don't want to be coddled, but there isn't a lot of support. I mean, it's really about you taking responsibility for yourself and making these decisions on a moment by moment basis, day by day, hour by hour, meal by meal. And the hard part is you have to put all of this planning into a specific protein amount. The idea of eating the exact same amount of protein, let alone the exact amount of milligrams of phenylalanine or whatever amino acid or compound your body is having a hard time processing, because there's lots of other disorders that it's the same concept, but it's a different factor that they have to manage. It's a lot mentally and physically to deal with. It's like a full-time job on top of your full-time job, on top of taking care of your kids, on top of taking care of life. And all that to say, I wish I could have been on these injections years ago before I had my kids. The time that I spent trying to manage my diet, literally being in the grocery store, realizing that I couldn't eat so many foods that people normally ate, even healthy ones, even plant-based ones. Even being a vegan was too much protein for our diet. And it was just hard. I felt like I could never live in the moment. I could never fully enjoy life because I was so mentally fatigued from counting Phi, tracking my calories to make sure that I was within a healthy range and not under eating too much and not overeating, trying to eat the junky low Phi foods that are so much more convenient than counting and weighing out vegetables, to only find out that you're still not at the right amount of calories and fats and carbs and proteins for the day. And then drinking the supplement day in and day out and getting, 80% of your protein calories from a disgusting liquid that you don't even enjoy drinking. Literally taking all of the enjoyment out of eating on a daily basis. And I remember being so hungry some days and walking to the kitchen, realizing that, okay, I only have this much Phi that I can eat for the day, but these are the only options I have in the house, and none of those options are really working for me. So I would come up with the weirdest food combinations just to try to make the numbers work. I remember eating tortilla chips with frosting because there's no Phi in most frostings, and tortilla chips can be relatively low and still more filling than like a Jell-O pack or a lemon pudding cup, which don't really have protein either. And just the mental gymnastics that I did on a daily basis just to live for 12 years. I wish I would have done it sooner. This was going to be more of just a general approach to like why I wanted to record myself and post it online. I have a lot of things going on that I would love to share with people about, just as my own outlet to talk about my life and what's going on with me, and just kind of journal virtually through a video. And but Palynziq has changed my life. The side effects weren't easy, but the idea of going back to living like that is just, it's so heavy on me that I would have gone through all those side effects 10 times again to be where I'm at today. I literally, even if I had to be vegan for the rest of my life, just the idea that I can eat normal healthy foods without my levels going back into the range that they're at when I'm off diet, it's such a relief. It's such a burden, such a weight lifted off my shoulders. And I just hope that I can be an encouragement to those who are very apprehensive about it. I hope that they get over their fear and anxiety and trust their providers that they're going to make the right decisions for them. I just wish I wouldn't have been so scared of it 8 to 10 years ago when it first came out. I think it's been a little bit longer than that now, but it was about 8 years ago when my clinic had initially encouraged me to get on it, and I was not interested. I had a lot of reservations about it, a lot of ideas that were wrong about how it works, and the most reassuring thing that I've realized about it is it's much like allergy shots, and the longer that you're on it, the more desensitized your body gets to it, and the better it will work for you. So knowing that really eased my mind 10 times more than any of the other information that I read. So I hope that's helpful to somebody.